Hello and welcome to another Top 4 at 4, where we discuss the top 4 issues facing public education this week. This week we're focusing on the budget. Districts all over the state are adjusting to the revenue shortfall however they can, with many being forced to eliminate positions and eliminate school days from the calendar. We still await details about what next year's budget will look like, but with a $1.3 billion shortfall looming, we all know it doesn't look good. OEA is going to be shifting its focus in the coming weeks to ways you can advocate for public school funding, and we're starting today. So topic 1 this week is share your story. We need to hear from you, and your legislators need to hear from you too, about the real-world impacts of budget problems as they affect your school, your classroom, and your students. And for those of you with your children in public schools, we need you to tell your stories from your perspective as an educator and as a parent. If your district has started cutting extracurriculars, if your school board has voted to end school early this semester, or if, as a parent, your child's teacher has had to make additional requests for help with providing classroom supplies, all of these brief examples help us turn the public education budget into more than just numbers on a spreadsheet for our legislators. It helps us advocate for more funding by showing the concrete needs that you are facing. So the biggest ask we have for you today is to share your story with both the OEA and your elected officials. You can message OEA on Facebook, or you can email your story to lcobb@okea.org. That's LCOBB@okea.org. And by now, you know how to contact your legislators, so reach out to them again and let them know why you need them to step up now and advocate for public education funding. Now for topic number 2, here's Ivy Riggs.
Thanks, Amanda. The next thing we want to talk about is a couple of bills dealing with school district spending. They are moratorium bills that have been in place since 2010. They include a list of mandates that don't have to be enforced while funding is down, like textbooks, advisory councils, and media services. These bills free up money that districts are required to spend on those mandates and allow the funds to be spent on things like hiring teachers. This year, the Speaker of the House is insisting on removing the textbooks from the moratorium, requiring schools to buy textbooks. We would all love that to be possible, but there will not be an increase in funding for it. Districts will just have to come up with the money. In fact, there will likely be more cuts, and in many districts this is going to result in laying off personnel to buy textbooks. We would like these bills to pass, but without the textbook amendments. Please contact your legislators and ask for a yes vote on these bills, but a no vote on any amendment that requires schools to use very precious resources on textbooks until funding can be increased.
All right, topic number 3 is related to a quick and easy ask you can make to your legislators and to the House and Senate appropriations chairs. Most school districts in the state get funding called ad valorem reimbursement. Many manufacturers across the state get a temporary tax exemption, and the state reimburses districts for that lost revenue in the form of ad valorem reimbursement. Districts, by law, are supposed to receive that money from the state by June 30th. At this point, the legislature is considering not paying by that June 30th deadline, though, which will equate to essentially a third budget cut for our schools this year. So a big way you can help your school district is to ask your legislators to support funding the school district ad valorem reimbursement no later than June 30th. And for topic number 4, here's Nick Singer.
Hello. As things continue to worsen up at the state capitol, we're going to have some real opportunities for change coming in November. Up for election in November is the whole State House of Representatives, half of the Senate, and of those, about 35 are open seats, meaning there's no incumbent. One easy thing you can do right now is to make sure you are registered to vote, as well as your coworkers, families, and friends. We can provide lists of members, OEA members, that are registered in your area and in your district. Or you can check out badvoter.org, and you can look yourself up, you can look other people up, and check your registration and see if it's current and if you voted recently. We also have voter registration forms if you have need of those. And if you would like to give me a call at 405-528-7785, I would be happy to come and help organize a voter registration drive in your community.
All right, so there you have it. Our Top 4 at 4 includes 3 concrete ways you can impact education funding this year, and of course registering to vote and electing a new class of legislators is a huge way you can impact the budget in future years. So thank you for joining us today, and we will talk to you next week.